Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Storm Collectibles Jin Kazama from Tekken 7. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in that standard Storm Collectibles window box packaging, with a really cool image of Jin at the bottom. Turning the box around, we can see multiple panels and images showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and let him breathe. Guys, now let's take a closer look at Jin Kazama here. Now, this is one of my favorite fighting characters in all of fighting games. Like a lot of you know, when Tekken, I believe it was Tekken 3 hit, man, I love that game so much. It was so good. And that's where I totally fell for this character, and I just think he's so cool. And I've been wanting a really good figure of him for so long, and we finally got it. Now, I know this is technically, what is this, Tekken 7 or 13 or whatever it may be, but it still has that general look that I remember from the original, that first Tekken game he appeared in, especially with this gear here. So I think it looks great, man. Storm Collectibles, they just do like really cool fighting game figures, man. You know, they're really cornering the market on that, and they're killing it here. So I think everything about this looks really good. The sculpture of the actual body and the muscles, I think all came out pretty nice, so I like that a lot. I do love the gauntlets here. Those look so rad. I think they did a killer job in the detail of those. I love how they're like very like almost like glossy red there, but all the studs of that silver paint, even got some black wash in there, and the knuckles all look really good. So I think it came out really nice on both sides. Here's one with a more open palm, but again, looking so dope, man. I think they killed it with this. You got that nice belt around there with the gold band like that. I think it looks really nice, but I love the texture in his pants here. You can see that texture in there looking really good. He even got his feet pads look really nice too. A little bit of a black wash in there to get that panel lining in, which I think looks really good. No peg holes. Storm doesn't do peg holes. So if you want stands, you have to pretty much buy like their own, you know, Storm Collectible stands for stuff like that. But the feet look really good too. And then the paint, man, on that flame effect on the side of the leg looks really cool. I love that. I do wish this faded a little bit better, honestly. Because it kind of just goes from yellow to red when it should be a yellow, fade into the orange, fade into the red. But that's just me. So maybe it needed a little more of a yellow overspray to fade it out a little better. So, but still looks really good. And I love how it's actually like the flame, like the lining right here is actually sculpted. It's not just like tampoed on or anything. It's like a full-on sculpt like that. So I think that's really cool too. So I just think this looks great, dude. The head sculpts look really nice. I love the hair in that facial expression looks really good. I know it's a little hard to see, but his eyes look really nice. Again, that very specific hair for him and like his dad, very interesting, but I think it looks great, dude. You even have his tattoo on the one side. I will say, like, I haven't played the newest Tekken, but I feel like his tattoo should be a little bit bigger. I know in, again, I'm going off was it Tekken 3, where his tattoo was like pretty much covered that whole shoulder and bicep. So I don't know if it shrunk over time. So that, I'm almost positive this is more accurate, but I just personally wish that tattoo was a little bigger. But still, everything else about this guy just looks really, really cool. Okay, so now let's talk accessories here. So we do get interchangeable heads. We get the standard one right there. We do get this more one with the angry teeth that I think looks pretty good too. So that looks really nice. Gets more action poses and things like that. So I love that. But we also do get this yelling head, which looks freaking rad, dude. I love the way that looks. I mean, that just looks killer. So you can just pop this off with a simple ball peg, just like so, and pop that on like that. And boom, there you go. Now you have Jin with that really awesome screaming head. I think that looks killer, dude. It's such a good job, man. And I don't know, I've been playing with this figure a lot. You know, he feels pretty basic, I know, compared to some other characters. but I think it's just my personal attachment to him. I love him so much. So I've been playing with him a lot. I just think it looks so cool, dude. I freaking love that. So anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that head on because I like it a lot. Then we do get a bunch of different types of hands. You got the punching hands, the closed fist hands, open palm hands. You got the hands with the fingers out like so. So those are really nice too. And you even got more hands with the fingers a little more flared out. So, I mean, they're pretty easy to interchange. You know, you got simple hands like this. The gauntlet parts do come off separately. They are a separate piece. So when you're switching out the hands, note that these might slip off and slide around. But which is good, you know, when you're posing them around, and say you want to like move the fist around like this, you can actually slide this around the forearm like that, so it moves with the fist, so like that, or a hand like that, so you can move it around like this. So I like the fact that that's a different piece, so that works out good for me. We also do get this insane effect piece. Holy crap, this is one of those things that I love with Storm Collectibles. They go all out when it comes to effect pieces. You know, a lot of companies just go very minimal or very simplistic. Storm is not shy from going to like very large, over the top, ridiculous effect pieces. And this thing is ridiculous. I mean, look at from the bottom of the feet. I mean, it is actually bigger than the actual figure itself. So that's insane. Now, how this is going to work, you're going to take the fist out like this, and you'll see how it kind of fits in there. You're going to kind of just squeeze the hand in there. Now, this is going to be tricky to do on camera. See if I can do it from this side like that, and then kind of just fit the hand in there like so, and that'll just kind of like wrap around. So when you do something like that, let me see, get him some type of cool pose like so, and boom. Something like that, dude. I think that looks insane. I mean, look how huge that thing is. That thing looks so freaking rad. I love this so much. That is a crazy looking effect piece. I mean, that thing is huge. So anyways, I love when Storm does stuff like this. They do not cheap out. They go all full blown because these fighting characters are so extravagant and ridiculous. So I mean, why not go full out with their figures? So I love that, man. So again, not a ton of accessories with this guy because I don't know really what you could give him besides that stuff. Maybe other effect pieces, I don't know, but still, what we do get totally works for this character. So now let's run down the articulation here. So the head is on a ball joint. It seems like a double ball peg, like a dumbbell that goes into the neck area. And this whole top section of the body is a softer plastic with a lot of Storm figures. They have that more endoskeleton, so that works out really good. So you can roll the head around very nicely. It does turn left and right, up about that far, down about that much, and then pivot side to side. So you do kind of have to play with it and like really get the head down and maneuver it the way you want to. The arms can go full 360, up and out that far, down that much. We do get a butterfly joint in that cup right there, so you can move that back and forth, so that's really nice. Rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, but they only bend just past 90, just a little more of the bulkiness of the muscle, so that gets in the way a little bit. You can rotate at the wrist as well as hinge at the wrist, and that fell off really easily. That's one thing I did notice when I'm posing them around. And I think that's kind of common with a lot of Storm Collectibles figures. The hands fall off very easily when you're posing them around. So, I mean, it's not like they're going to fall off and they're not loose. But I just know when you're posing, it does become a little bit of an issue. So, again, not a big deal. A double ball peg in the midsection that goes in the crotch area and into his chest. So that rolls around. Does turn left and right. And there goes his head. I think because this whole upper chest piece is kind of floating up and pushing the head off when I'm doing that. So let me get that out there. He can crunch to the sides like so. And this is a little tricky like that. You got to maneuver it around. It goes all the way back like so. Very, very nice actually. Then we can go forward that much. And luckily with Storm Collectibles, what I do like, all these joints are on like pretty much specific ball pegs. So if they do pop off, you can pop them right back in. You don't have to worry about breaking all that much, you know what I mean? So I do like that a lot. We got hip joints that kick forward that much. So very nice and high all the way up like that. So that's really good. Back about that far. Can do the splits all the way out. So damn, that's really good too. I love that. Rotation of the upper thigh. We got a double jointed knee that bends in that far. This belt right here can actually rotate. You can spin that around like so you can move that around if you like to. And then the ankles go up, down. We do get a really nice ankle rocker, so the cut of the pants leaves a lot of movement there for that. And then we do get toe articulation that's a little hindered by these pads right here, but still, I love this piece, dude. I really, really do. Again, one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. Again, I've just been waiting for a figure like this of this character for so long. And of course, leave it to Storm Collectibles to give us yet another awesome fighting character figure. I think he's great and definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is sitting next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and McFarlane Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is sitting next to a Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan and NECA Phantom figure. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Storm Collectibles Jin Kazama. Now overall, I think this is another badass figure from Storm Collectibles. They really know what they're doing when it comes to their fighting action figures, and man, it feels like they just get better and better over time. Now this is a character that I've been wanting an awesome figure of for a very long time, and I feel like Storm Collectibles has given it to us. The articulation works very well, a little tight in some areas, but nothing too bad and nothing you can't work with. But I think he's still great. The paint apps are gorgeous and clean. I love the texture on the pants. I do wish he came with more effect pieces. That's a little gripe of mine. But I also love that giant effect piece that we did get. That thing is insane and impressive, and I totally love it. So if you love the Tekken series like I do, and you love Jin Kazama like I do, then I think this figure would look awesome in any of your collections. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.